How can man overcome depression? How can we assist a depressed man, a loved one? Number one, by understanding the symptoms and the warning signs. In this, it means I and you need to have a deeper knowledge of what is depression. Yes, I believe you cannot offer what you don't have. And in this case, if I don't know about depression, then I need to school myself. I need to prepare myself about depression. I need to get the difference between a bout of sadness and a bout of depression. Which is which? When? Where is the marking line? The other point is offer support and encouragement. Be present with a depressed person. Now, this takes me to the developmental stages again. When we talk of development, we are saying for man to be able to overcome depression, then he must be taught from the foundations that it is okay to fail. It is okay not to achieve that which you had set your goals for. When that enters in him, he will look at problems with a different eye. He will face challenges with a different dimension. He will have a different perspective to approach his problems. And he will know that I have someone to back on. I have brother so and so. I have daddy so and so. I have someone who I can look up to. This is a point where being present becomes a solution. And sometimes when you're present, you don't have to say a word. You only need to be present. And we can feel the presence of somebody even without uttering a word. It is assuring. It is encouraging. It is supportive. It is a solution by itself. So be present in my life. Be present in the life of that man who is depressed. Another point is do what you can to improve the lives of the person in depression in the meantime. Most of the time, we cause pain. Have you ever gone to a burial or someone who is bereaved or someone who is mourning, and then you add this statement, you can't cry, it is okay. What is okay? He has lost a friend. He has suffered trauma. When we practice to improve the lives of the other person, it's to come in the gap. It's to be present in that man's life. You may walk in and realize that since we have been preparing this, and the person who has died in his life was his wife, and maybe they have young children, you may discover for the last 1 week, this house has not been cleaned. These children have not eaten well. The house, the children are dirty. Enter, improve the life of that person. In the meantime, return it to where it used to be. In that way, you shall have become a solution to the depressed person. Remember, identity is not what we have. It is what we relate with. How do I relate with my friend? How do I relate with my father? What interactions did we have? How connected are we? I want to say here that men feel loved. Men feel appreciated. Men feel when they are welcome, when there is warmth. It is wrong to say men don't have feelings. Men have serious feelings. Help them to feel your presence. Help them to know that I have help. I can be assisted by brother so and so, by sister so and so. And as you do all this, remember, he is going through depression. And this depressive moment, don't do it with expectations of being paid back, because at that particular time, he is vulnerable. He is in need. At that particular time, he needs, he is looking up to you so that you can assist. Remember, depression is a problem we acquire from our society. How do we do this? We do this by observing, by learning through observation. I saw my father beat my mother, and therefore I learned it is well. It is okay to disregard women. I heard men talking, and they said women are weak, and I picked it. And slowly by slowly, we have been addressing, or we have been living with the depression for the longest. And when we get to the middle adulthood, and as we move to the final stage of adulthood, it explodes, because that is the only thing it can do, because the system cannot contain it any longer. You heard me talk of men giving out, and they don't have an opportunity to receive. They receive pain, they receive emotion, they receive anger, and there's no way for them to let out all these emotions. And what happens in the nutshell? A man starts his depression journey from his teenagehood. And this maybe answers the question why we are finding young people, adolescents, our teenagers, involving themselves with things that are making our eyebrows to go up. It is because they have not learned the art of letting it out. And there are so many positive ways of letting out emotions. Letting out my mood, letting out my frustration, letting out my anger, my pain. And once we do that, then we create more room for more positive things to come. Or even if negative things come, they have a space to fall, because it is not full to the ceiling. And this will not cause explosion, because I have been able to deal with my depression in a healthy and productive way. And with that, we shall be able to help man overcome depression, and we will have a society that is less depressed, a society that is healthy, a society who you and me and everyone else will be comfortable to live in. Men, there is no shame, I dare say it, there is no shame in seeking help. There is nothing wrong in saying, I need help. And if you know someone who is going through this, if you know anyone who is suffering, drop a comment and we will reach out, because we are together in this. Remember, it is okay not to be okay. It's not a shame any longer. It is okay to say, I am not okay. So let us rally together. Let us join hands together and fight these problems that has pulled us down for the longest.